Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best 4-slice toaster.
Starting at number 5.
Cuisinart Classic 2. The Cuisinart is a mere quarter of the price of the Breville. Recipe developer Rebecca Ferkser says that though it's nothing fancy, it does exactly what you need it to do, and does it well. The slots are about 1.5 inches across, the same thickness she usually slices bread. Still, the appliance doesn't take up her whole counter. James Beard Award-nominated journalist and strategist contributor Hannah Sellinger, who has the 4-slice version, uses hers every single day to make bagels and waffles for her sons. The range of darkness on this toaster is something I took note of, too. Ferkser prefers her bread charred, but not burnt, and Sellinger says her children like things on the blonder end of the spectrum, and the Cuisinart achieves both perfectly.
Coming at number 4.
BALMUDA the toaster. A steam toaster oven differs from a regular toaster oven in that you add water before you toast. This generates steam as it heats, keeping bread and pastries super moist, pillowy, and soft on the inside, even as they crisp on the outside. In the case of this BALMUDA, the water is measured with a tiny cup, which is included with the toaster oven, via a small chamber at the top. It truly works, especially, I've found, in reviving leftovers like pizza, reheating foods like empanadas, and toasting bread like pita where in other scenarios, the center gets too crunchy. The machine has several settings for different types of breads and pastries, as well as a few exact degrees, 350, 400, and 450, for baking other types of food, and then a dial for choosing the amount of time. Food writer and editor Melissa Kravitz-Hofner says the steam effect recreates the texture of just baked bread, and recipe developer and cookbook author Salma Dada calls it a refresher for the way the steam breathes new life into days-old baked goods. Perdilla loves it for foods other than toast, too. You get the flakiest pastries, that fluffiness of a croissant, and grilled cheese with the pulliest cheeses, like those Hubba Bubba commercials, she says.
At number 3.
Hamilton Beach. The Hamilton Beach is a very simple model. It only has 3 toast settings, light, medium, and dark, but recipe developer and cookbook author Jessie Sheehan considers this a plus. Otherwise, there are too many choices and I get overwhelmed, she says. Sometimes less is more. It preheats in minutes and has solid heat distribution, too. Beyond toast, there are only a few other functions: bagel, broil, keep warm, and bake. She uses that last option to reheat leftovers, bake treats, and roast small batches of ingredients like nuts and coconut flakes. There's absolutely nothing sexy about it, and yet it is a workhorse that has never failed me, she says.
Number 2 of my list.
BLACK+DECKER TR3500 SD. The BLACK+DECKER Rapid Toast is quite cheap, has the slimmest profile of any on this list, and comes with only basic settings, making it a good option for those who don't want to spend too much, need something space-saving, and don't require a bunch of bells and whistles. But its main selling point is that it's fast, no small deal for busy weekday mornings and quick-fix snacks. Perdilla says on the first setting, her slices went in and came out before she could blink, but were still a bit pale for her taste. The second setting gave her browner edges. And the third produced a golden center. She notes that while the slots may look small at first glance, they are actually extra wide with self-centering guides to ensure an even toasting on both sides. Alexandra Schitzman of the New Baguette has the older, similarly oblong-shaped version with the same extra lift lever, which helps her grab English muffins without using tongs.
And number 1.
KitchenAid KMT 2115SX. Since I've added this toaster to my kitchen, I've been quite impressed. It's not the sleekest looking one I've tried out. I used to own a Smeg, and have tested out the BALMUDA steam oven, too, both of which happen to be particularly attractive and which I highlight below. But it is the best, and, I should note, it's not at all ugly. The extra wide slots work just as well for pre-sliced bread as they do for thicker pieces I cut myself, and they fit bagels, too, for which there's a dedicated setting. Most imperative to me, it browns bread incredibly evenly, both across the slices and on both sides, a function that, For some reason, many toasters seem to fail at. It's also very fast, never taking more than a couple of minutes to pop. There are 5 browning levels, and I find a 2 or 3 delivers the results I want. Perdilla has owned the KitchenAid for over a year and loves it, too. She makes toast in it multiple times a week, and has put it through the ringer at big family brunches where she's made many rounds in a row. The high lift lever means I'm able to delicately take toast from the top without having to play the saddest game of hot potato, she says. Plus, it lets out an assertive beep when toast is ready, so I never have to chew through cold toast because I couldn't hear a ding.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.